The People vs. Emil Blonsky, the third episode of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, triggered plenty of discussions online, thanks to the post-credit scene where She-Hulk dances with rapper Megan Thee Stallion. And it all stems from a case where a man believed he was dating the rapper only to learn that a shape-shifting light elf named Luna was impersonating her. But who are the Light Elves? Apart from the series, the alien race appeared briefly in the MCU when Hela conquered all the realms, bringing them under one rule. Few details are provided about them on the big screen, but in the comics, the Light Elves have been examined much more frequently in Thor and Avengers storylines. They hail from Alfheim. The Light Elves debut in Alpha Flight number 50, where they are shown to hail from Alfheim. This is one of the realms of Asgardian mythology. Alfheim is as close to paradise as any Marvel location can get, and given how satisfying it is to live there, it's no surprise that the Light Elves are generally warm and welcoming people. Even more beautiful than Asgard, the realm is said to be full of candy vegetation, springs of wine, and endless flowery gardens. The capital is located in the castle stronghold of Ljusalfgard, and thanks to their peaceful nature, the Light Elves share this realm with fairies, mermaids, and pixies. The ruling class. The leader of the Light Elves is Queen Ailsa Featherwing of the Fae. Two Light Elf senators also represent the species in the Congress of the Worlds. As a ruler, Ailsa has had plenty of problems to deal with since the Dark Elves are always trying to take over her land. From being kidnapped to getting brainwashed, Ailsa has been through it all. Luckily, one of the most powerful Asgardians, Thor Odinson, has always shown up in time to help her deal with the threats. Loki once destroys Alfheim in Thor, God of Thunder number 1. Loki manages to destroy sections of one of the most important Marvel multiverse worlds, Earth 14412. As such, the Light Elves perish together with their realm. Through the storyline, fans get to see a competent Loki for once. Since he generally fails in his missions, the villain achieves everything he sets out to do. But even though Loki is formidable, it's hard not to pity the Light Elves, who never resurface even after sections of the universe get restored by Thor and Logan. There are 9 Light Elf tribes. The Light Elves are divided into 9 tribes, which are all revealed in Thor, God of Thunder number 15. These include the Spice Elves, the Sea Elves, the Air Elves, the Pleasure Elves, the Elves of the North Pole, the Elves of the Vale, the Moon Elves, the Cat Elves, and the Ice Elves. The different tribes aren't just included to make the race seem diverse. All the different Light Elf categories have designated tasks that help in making the world a better place. For example, the Elves of the North Pole help Santa Claus with his work during the festive season. It's explained that if not for them, it would be harder to deliver presents to every single home. Powers and abilities. Like the heroes of Earth, the Light Elves have different abilities that range from one to the next. However, all of them are allergic to iron. The shape-shifting ability of the Light Elf seen in She-Hulk, Attorney at Law is all tied to creative liberties taken by the writers, since none of the elves on the pages is shown to impersonate others. Generally, shape-shifting is a power reserved for the Skrulls. Tricking a man into thinking she is dating Megan Thee Stallion also goes against the personality of the elves in the comics, since the race never engages in any form of malice. A common hobby. According to Thor, Volume 2, number 82, all Light Elves enjoy engaging in archery. It's a skill that often proves useful whenever the realm gets attacked. With their archery skills, the Light Elves would easily fit right into a storyline with Hawkeye. Unfortunately, the MCU hasn't explored that yet. However, fans who would like to see such a team-up can check out the animated series, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where Hawkeye helps the Light Elves in defending their territory against one of the most dangerous villains without superpowers, Baron Zemo. Light Elf Rifle Brigade in War of the Realms No. 5, the Light Elves are given Midgardian weaponry and placed under the Punisher's command. Now known as the Light Elf Rifle Brigade, they are sent to Wakanda to help fight the Angels of Heaven. The storyline sees both the Light Elves and the Punisher do things they rarely do. The Light Elves rarely engage in high-stakes warfare that doesn't involve their own land, but they choose to do so this time. As for the Punisher, he rarely teams up with aliens or supernatural beings, but he makes an exception this time. But it's all for the greater good, and thanks to the joint efforts, the War of the Realms comes to an end. Reign of Terror in Mighty Thor, Volume 3, Number 4, one of the greatest Thor villains, Malekith the Accursed, and his Dark Elves invade Alfheim and take over the realm. Malekith also forces Ailsa to marry him, resulting in a reign of terror. Malekith's reign is undoubtedly the darkest time for the Light Elves, since he and his army go as far as to raze down the capital, Ljusalfgard. What was once one of the most beautiful lands becomes full of debris and smoke. Luckily, the dark days don't last forever, since Earth's mightiest heroes soon team up to stop Malekith. Appearance. As is the case with the Runa in She-Hulk, attorney at law, most Light Elves in the comics have pointed ears too. This helps distinguish them from other elves. The unique appearance of the Light Elves in the comics has resulted in some interesting developments. For example, since one of the best Marvel speedsters, Northstar, has pointed ears, Loki manipulates him by making him think he is a Light Elf. He, therefore, uses him to spy on Alfheim. Runa is different in the comics. In the comics, Runa isn't a mischievous Light Elf. She is one of the most powerful Valkyries who also appears frequently in Thor storylines. The Disney Plus series has changed several comic-related things, so it's not a shocker that Runa is different too. While the TV version of the character is used for comic relief, the Runa on the pages is an ever-stern fighter who wields the divine battle axe Jarnbjorn. As a character, the comic Runa also helps push LGBTQ+ themes, as she has a very wholesome relationship with another warrior named Alta.
With a gentle touch, you tell me what all love I have to share. It must be 'cause you are what I all knew. Only you do know, you do know, you do know. Oh, you do know the chorus. Still moving, still sad for to move what went wrong. Have sat there.